What's good, family? It's your man the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy, Jack Hamer, aka Jack Harlow, for coming through and boosting your man the YB coin up 1,000,000%. So, as you've seen by the title, in fact, you know what, let me give you man the quick leak once again. I did a video in the last hour or so leaking the fact that Conor Benn has officially relinquished his BBBOC boxing license to try and scam the system and avoid prosecution. Yeah? Avoid his ban. His impending ban. That's what you're trying to do right now. You're trying to play the system. Now, like I said, if you want more information on that topic, go and check my last video. This video is to do with Eddie Hearn and his continuing cover-ups. Now, in fact, before we get to Eddie Hearn's continuing cover-ups, I want you man to peep the specific information here, yeah? Conor Benn has relinquished his boxing license. Well, listen, the fact of the matter is, Conor Benn relinquished his boxing license on October 21st. That's when the board meeting took place. Yeah? Guess what the date is today? The date is the end of the 26th. Hence, wait a minute, Conor Benn has a hearing on the 21st in which he relinquishes his belt. It's now the 26th. 5 days. And Eddie Hearn, where he at? Yeah? It just so happens, I don't know why the board today decided to announce what's gone on 5 days ago, but either way, why Eddie Hearn has ever fallen off, ever reducing confidence, is things like this. If Conor Benn and his team are going to pull a move like this, dropping his license, which from my point of view doesn't make any sense unless you're trying to avoid some sort of formal procedure like Jarrell Miller was able to do. Where's the announcement? You don't, as far as I'm aware with PR, yeah, when you're managing someone's image, particularly someone in Conor Benn's situation, you have to be very on the ball. Eddie Hearn lacking again, in my opinion. Because for something like this to come out, there's no legal... The BBBOC, they don't control Conor Benn. Conor Benn, he's the one... Listen, the BBBOC didn't strip Conor Benn. Conor Benn's the one who decided to relinquish his title. Therefore, he has every right to announce on the 21st, "Hi fans, hi people, I want you to know I've decided to relinquish my belt." That's what Conor Benn, in my opinion, in my professional PR opinion, that's what he should be doing. That's how you rebuild confidence with the people that you've lost. I'm not saying, YB, what you're talking about. Conor Benn telling the public on the 21st that he's decided to relinquish his belt. That's not going to get him back in the public's 10 out of 10 good books. No, but it's a start. Instead, once again, we end up hearing from authorities, not Conor Benn. Again, YB, what are you talking about? Listen, Conor Benn popped 4 months ago, didn't he? Nigel Benn said, he popped in July and he popped in September. Even if we only go on the September one, why didn't Conor Benn say, "Hi fans, just so you man don't cuck yourselves"? There was people flying in from the US. "Hi fans, just so you man don't cuck yourselves, I want you to know the fight's still going on, but I want people to understand that there is a B, C, D going on, so just bear that in mind." That's what you do if you really care about the people. That's what you do if you want to keep it a trilly. Let's not forget, people, here's the one who says he's a 21-year-old millionaire. Well, if you're a 21-year-old millionaire, you shouldn't have a problem warning people so they can then decide. Let the people have the information. And you could have said, "Listen, the fight's still going on as of today, but I want people to know, just in case it flops, I haven't scammed no one." Because people, right and rightfully so, will be feeling scammed right now. And once again, Conor Benn decides to relinquish his license, which is very odd. There's no non-villainous reason why he would relinquish his license, in my opinion. In my professional opinion. And that said, end of the day, you've decided to relinquish your license. If you're big enough to do that, you should be big enough to come out and put it out there publicly. Why are you waiting every time? You're waiting. That's how it feels to me. Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn, and Eddie Hearn in general, to be honest, they're always behind the news. You never want to, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, yeah, you never want to be behind the news. Because logically, it's coming out anyway. Do you understand? It's coming out anyway, so you might as well get the brownie points of, okay, we know the pop news is coming out, or we know there's a risk of the pop news coming out. We might as well, and that's the funny thing, Eddie Hearn keeps saying, oh yeah, the Daily Mail didn't leak it, the BBBOC was always going to do, well, if that's the case, why didn't you get ahead of it? And again, let people know so they can make an informed decision. Hi fans, Conor got a dodgy test, we think it's bullshit, we're innocent. And that encourages confidence. Wait a minute, people, Conor and his team aren't slimy, they've told us. And in fact, when you put out that announcement, when you put out that statement, you say, listen, we could do what everyone else does and wait for the authorities to let you know we're the man of the people and we're letting you know, we're getting in front of it. Yeah, that's browniepoints.com. Once again, every time you do things that have the potential to look very suspicious, like dropping your license, you got to get out in front of it. Unless you know, well, it's covered in legal, and unless you got a legal NDA or whatever that you know it ain't coming out, you ain't got that. So every time, Conor Benn, he popped, didn't tell no one. He popped 2 months ago, didn't tell no one. And that's the crazy thing. It's like, Conor popped in September, didn't tell no one. And then, rather than coming out and saying, listen, just so full disclosure, we also popped in September. In my opinion, he should have got it all out there and then. 2-2s, Nigel Benn slips up. Oh, actually, he'd been popping for the last 4 months. Fucking hell. Messy. These messy ass dudes. And now you drop your license and it's been 5 days and every single time it appears, Team Hearn, Team Benn, they're trying to, let's see if we can get away with this. Let's see if we can get away with him popping, and yeah, that's what, bottom line. It's slimy. Let's see if we can get away with dropping our license and then going to Luxembourg and taking a license from, I'll guarantee you Team Benn's plan. Go to Luxembourg, get a license and then not mention nothing. Because look at, what's his name? They fought in the UK. Chisora and Hay had a Luxembourg license and fought in the UK. Point, well, unless you knew the intricacies, you'd just assume nothing's changed. So was it Conor Benn's plan? I'm going to drop my license, not tell no one. No one will find out, and then, I'm clear, I've been cleared of all charges. Knowing he's using a different license and is banned still from the BBBOC. Oops, whatever plans you had there got kaput. Now, on to Eddie Hearn. Now you got the full context. You should be able to see where I'm going with this with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn, yeah. It's been 5 days since Conor Benn dropped his belt. Eddie Hearn, you can look at it yourself, take my word for it. Eddie Hearn been posting, he stayed posting for the last 5 days. Not once has he mentioned, hey people, Conor Benn decided to drop his license. No, he ain't saying nothing. And worsely, in the last 24 hours, because Katie Taylor has a fight on Saturday, obviously Eddie Hearn, you can see all the interviews here. Eddie Hearn's rabbiting on and giving it all this. And in all of these interviews, Conor Benn innocent, it's contamination. Slams talk sport. Yeah? I don't appreciate his comments. Simon Jordan. Now Simon Jordan's a bellend, there's no doubt about that. but the point is, Eddie Hearn raw. Yeah? Eddie Hearn brutal. Brutal Eddie Hearn. Guess what? He don't address Conor Benn dropping his license. Which tells me, I don't think Team Benn expected the BBBOC to put this out there, bottom line. Because this should be, this is the hottest news since sliced bread. Yeah, there's no hotter news than this. And even, this guy did interviews today and didn't mention it. But had plenty of time mentioning, he clean, he innocent, he B-sample. Watch him for yourself, watch all these interviews. Eddie Hearn doing the most, he innocent. innocent, innocent. You know, no one's there. Have you seen any of the what they call them? The Cardiff Five. Yeah, the Cardiff Five were a group of men who got banged up for a crime they didn't commit. Anyway, on the news videos, whenever they get into the prison van, innocent, innocent. That's your man Eddie Hearn right now. Innocent, 100%. He out here screaming. Eddie Hearn out here. Oh, we're the we're the Essex 5, 100%. What's the swanky place in Essex? I'm not sure, but either way, yeah. Where is it called? I'm not sure, but wherever Eddie Hearn lives, that's what they're the 5 of. How about that? Yeah, let's pretend a place in Essex is proper scushty. What's it called? The Hamlets. Let's call it the Hamlets. Yeah, Eddie Hearn out here. Eddie Hearn and Conor Benn are out here on some Essex that, listen, they're claiming to be the Hamlets too, 100%. Yeah, they're innocent all the way. Yeah? Anyway. It just don't look, at the very least, it don't look good. This guy always trying to cover up. Yeah? Eddie, we don't want to hear about, we don't want to hear all your waffle. We want to hear why your man's has dropped his belt 5 days ago and you didn't tell no one. And now even you grinning teeth up, giving it all this, giving it all the grinning teeth. Meanwhile, your man's dropped his license. When you said, oh, we're going to fight this. Innocent! Innocent! Yeah? Oh, we're the Essex 2 and we didn't do this. Yeah? What happened to that? What happened to being innocent? Now you drop your license. Explain that to me. So cut the cap. Stick at the cap. And it gets me every time because, Eddie, what do you think you're doing here? You know you're gonna end up getting caught slipping. You know it. Why try and do the fronting? You should have got out in front of this and said, listen, people, it's not public yet. We've had some bad press over the last month or so I want to come out here and tell the people first before it gets put out there anyway and you're like a big clown. You know what I'm saying? I know we've lost trust with the public, so I'm letting you, man, know on the 21st we decided to drop the license because of ABCD. That's what you got to do. At least people can say then, well, Eddie Hearn did tell us that. Fair play. Instead, you out here waffling about innocence and really your man dropped the license because he's trying to pull off some next scam. So yeah, this guy's Eddie Hearn's a whole fraud. Yeah? He a clown. Not representing his client well, in my opinion. Very messy. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe and lick off the bell 1,000,000%.